What's going on, everybody? Black Wolf here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to trade TrendLine in less than 5 minutes. Either you're a beginner trader or you're an intermediate trader, or either you're struggling. In this video, I'm going to show you how to trade TrendLine profitably. All right. Other than that, without wasting time, let's go, guys.
So this is how we trade a TrendLine. Now, whenever price is on a bullish move, we draw TrendLine from the bottom just like this. All right, and whenever price is on a bearish move, we draw trend line from the top just like this. Now, how do you identify a valid trend line? From this level here, just like this, we have the first touch here, we have the second touch here. This is a valid trend line. Now, people may want to ask, okay, what about this touch here? This is not a valid trend line. This is not a valid place to plot your trend line because they are too close to each other. This is like one. Do you understand? This is like one. All right. So now when it comes to trend line, this is going to be the first touch here. We are going to have the first touch here. And again, we are going to have the second touch here. Just like this, whenever price is heading to the upside. And if you want to extend, you extend just like this. And now talking about when price is heading to the downside, how do you draw trend line, right? We'll take our trend line from the first touch here, from the peak here to the second peak here. Just like this. Then we extend. Just like this. Either you put it at the body just like this, or you put it on the wick. But for me, I pull my trend line on the wick. This is how to draw a trend line whenever price is on the bullish move, and this is how to draw trend line whenever price is on the bearish move. Now, there are multiple types of traders with different type of trend lines. There are trend line break and retest, and there also are third trend line bounce traders. All right. For me, I trade a third trend line bounce. Now, what do I mean by a third trend line bounce? Now, let's say if we have price heading to the upside just like this, price will give us a series of higher high and a higher low, a higher high and a higher low, right? A higher high just like this. So what I do, I first of all mark the first high, which is from the bottom, the second high. Now what do I expect? I will expect price to give me another higher high just like this. After we have a higher highs, higher lows, higher highs and a higher lows here, higher highs here, I will expect price to give me another higher lows just like this. Then for me now, this is how I trade trend line. I trade a third trend line bounce. Now that we have a key resistance zone here, just like this, let's say we are using, let's remove this line right now and use a box horizontal. Okay, now let's say we have a resistance here, right? Resistance. Let's say we have a resistance here right now. So price is bouncing on that resistance. Price is not just bouncing on that resistance. We also have a third trend line bounce. This is where I look for opportunity. Just like this, right? So let's say price is heading to the downside, right? Let's say price is on a bearish move. You take your trend from the first touch here to the second touch. Now this is where I look for a trade, the third bounce. All right, this is the best and perfect way to trade a trend line. Now let's look for example here. Let's say on this example we have this first touch here. Let's say this is the first touch on the trend line. This is the second touch here. For me, I trade a third bounce. So immediately price bounce on this level. As you can see, it is not just a bouncing, but we have a support zone. So immediately price bounce on that key level, then and leave me a weak rejection, I enter my trade just like this. A weak rejection is a confirmation for me, all right? So I enter my trade just like this. Very, very simple. The 50 pip stop loss, just like this. 50 pip stop loss, then I ride. As you can see, it is just a quick one to trade. Now let's look for more example real quick. So let's say on example like this, on this trend line, so let's say we have the first touch here just like this. I'll make sure I plot it very well. Make sure you plot your key levels very well, right? So this is going to be the second touch. Then I'm going to extend. If I put it on the body, I'm going to extend. Right now, as you can see here, we have a simple double top here, right? The next one touched it there and respected it there. So now I'm going to either take my trade around this level, or I take my trade around this level. After seeing that evening star, right, then I do what? I short, just like the stop loss above there, above that level. Do you understand? Let's say I entered from here, because I do a minimum of 1 to 3 as my stop loss, as my minimum risk to reward, and that is it. So now this is the best way to trade a trend line. Other than that, I believe you understand. If you love what I taught you here, guys, then subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on post notification to get notified whenever I drop new video. Other than that, guys, peace.